Hello, me and anybody who is watching this in the near future or far future. Today is December 31st, 2025. The current time at this moment is 10:40. I have procrastinated into the very last minute of making this video. I was supposed to get this done a week ago, which is kind of proving the point of why I'm making it to begin with. So, for the year 2026, I am going to go through the journey of a life overhaul. I plan to uh, take the quest to become a superhero, and I will explain in a minute what that entails. But uh, I found that not only myself, but other people around me kind of live their life on a perpetual grind of doing the same thing over and over again, which is fine if you want to do that. But I find that a lot of us go through this cycle and motion without actually cognitively thinking why we're doing it or notice that it's wearing us down. In other words, we're dying without paying any attention to why we're dying. Uh, my goal to become a superhero, it's a life overhaul. Okay, it is going to be the resetting of my potential and who I could be. I've gone through a couple of different things as far as like stat checks for myself and other bases on which I'm going to have a starting point and then have a finish point. So tomorrow will start the actual adventure for me at and then December 31st again will be my last day. Okay, so what am I doing? You are asking. I am going to go through a physical and mental willpower. I'm going to do a physical and mental reset of who I want to be as a person. That is going to entail meeting super feats as far as like speed, strength, and using my mental ability for the best cognitive reach it can make. Okay. So some of the things I'll be doing, we'll start with the physical side since that's the easiest to measure, is I'm trying to double my body weight in bench press, which is around 300. I want to do a 100-meter dash within 9 seconds. I want to do a 500-pound squat, a 600-pound deadlift, and a 4-minute mile, which a lot of these feats are actually kind of bonkers. I have a preset list of things that I've already done to check against this, which I'll go out when I make my first video, my official first video. This is the Prelude. My For my mental strength, I want to read 26 books throughout the year. So that's that's a book every 2 weeks. Okay. Um, I also don't want to just read, but I want to apply what I learn to my physical life overall. So I'll be taking notes and tracking and monitoring where I'm at as far as if I'm applying the book. I plan to learn a new language. I'm going to try to learn Spanish. I have a little in it already, but I'm basically just a baby. So I'm going to try to learn and be fluent in Spanish by the end of the year. I plan to do skill improvements throughout the week, working on different things such as maybe guitar, working on my editing, working on just overall things where I spend time with myself to work on certain practices. I'm going to work on my meditation and silencing my mind, which is probably going to be one of the bigger ones. That's going to be hard for me. My moral growth. So I'm doing a moral growth as well. I'm going to do no cursing. I'm going to try to dial that down, and I'm going to work on things where, like, you know, those moments where you see people who need help and you kind of look at them and you want to help, but then you just opt out. I'm going to work on being the guy who goes out of his way for other people no matter what. I'm going to work on keeping the space around me neat and tidy. You see some clutter over here, but I've actually done a lot of picking up throughout the house, and I will, as the week goes on, slowly get this all dialed in as well. It's a lot of work to just reset everything. And then I have some acrobatic things that I want to do, but I think I'm going to save that for next year, depending on how this goes. I'm going to work on my health, so that means I'm cutting out all my energy drinks. No energy drinks this year. I'm cutting out all my big coffee spins where they're just loaded with sugar. I'm going to drink... Did I bring it up here? I'm going to drink a lot of water daily. I'm going to try to eat more high quality food instead of just over processed stuff all the time. I'm cutting out alcohol this year, so no alcohol. And then I wrote under 10% body fat, but that's not what I really care about. It doesn't really, like, if I get there, that's cool, but it's not something that I feel is needed to improve me as a person. It's just something that nice would happen if it does happen. I've got a community goal to make 2 new contacts or friends weekly, so I just want to expand my friendship. I plan to do a community service thing every month and try to go to more cultural events such as art shows and different eventing processes where it extends the eye of the community. I will be working on throughout the year figuring out an outfit to wear at the end. I think that would be fun. Coming up with a cool name. So if you have any suggestions on anything as we get this going, feel free. And then the overall setting for this is basically I want to work on my principles as a person. So I'm working on my grit, my ability to just go out and do something when I say I'm going to do it, no matter what, no matter how tired I am or how exhausted I am. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. With that comes integrity, which seems like it follows suit pretty well. Be the person that I say I am. I'm going to work on my self-respect, making sure I don't go out of my way to let people just step on me or put me down. I will step up for myself. The honor of those around me. So if I see somebody that I feel like is being disrespected as well, I will reach out and interject. And then working on my overall kindness as a person. I don't have a hard time showing it outwardly most of the time, but I do find that myself personally that I tend to, I don't know, I feel like I just bury hatred. Like sometimes I just get mad at people, I get mad at things. I don't get mad at people necessarily. I get mad at the way people go about things. I don't feel that they're necessarily helping themselves or helping anyone around them. So it eats at me sometimes. So I'm going to work on just my general kindness in general to letting myself know and letting the people around me know that, like, just because you don't do something the same way as me, it's okay. With that, after this, I'm going to post a video of all my results for my pre-tests. I'm going to post a weight chart. I'm going to take that here shortly. And then that'll be it. And we'll just be off to the races. I've waited so long for this video because, one, I'm very nervous. I'm excited to do it, but I'm feeling a lot of doubt. I'm scared. I'm charting uncharted territories for myself. I'm holding myself accountable to a lot of things that I've never been exposed to before. At this degree, I've dealt with a lot of them, but not to this degree. I don't know if I said it, but I plan to run almost every day. Not every day, that's too much, but almost every day, and then I'll be lifting almost every day as well. So my physical body is going to go through a toll. The mentality of having to be the person that shows up for myself and for those around me is going to be a lot, but it can be done, and I will do it. Some of the things I'm really nervous about is more editing these videos and making sure that I can put out something for myself and for you guys that I feel makes me proud. I'm not excited for that. My expectations of what I want to do are way higher than my physical and mental abilities right now as far as putting this into a creative outlet. I just don't have the experience behind it. This is all super new to me. But I hope you guys bear with me. I hope you watch the transformation throughout this year. And maybe you'll learn something. Maybe it'll inspire you to do something as well. But honestly, I hope we just get through it. Much love. I'll see you in the next year. And peace.